Hi, I'm Miss Stein, and I'm here today inside my art studio to read a book to you. It's called Joha Makes a Wish, and it's about a man in a faraway land who finds a special treasure. The day was hot and the road was long. Joha was walking to Baghdad. Joha stopped to rest in the shade of a ruined wall. "This shade feels good," he said to himself. Joha leaned against the wall. The old bricks gave way and he fell backward. He landed on top of a sealed jar that had been hidden inside the wall. "I wonder what's in this jar," Joha said. He broke open the wax seal. There's the jar. Inside, he found a stick wrapped up in a parchment scroll. Joha unrolled the scroll. The writing on it was in an ancient alphabet. "I wish I could read this," Joha said. Suddenly, he could. It said, "Stranger, you have found a wishing stick. Use it wisely. It can make all your wishes come true." "Let me try it out. What should I wish for?" He looked down at his worn-out sandals. "I could use some new shoes." Joha held the stick in his hand. He closed his eyes. "I wish I had a pair of red leather slippers." He looked down. He did not have a pair of red leather slippers on his feet. He didn't even have a pair of old sandals. His feet were bare. Joha howled with anger. "What kind of wishing stick is this? I wished for slippers, and now I don't even have sandals. I'll have to walk all the way to Baghdad in my bare feet." Joha glared at the stick in his hand. "You wicked stick, I wish you would disappear." Instead of disappearing, the stick stuck tight to his hand. This made Joha even more angry. "I lost my sandals because of this stick. Now I can't get rid of it." He continued down the road to Baghdad, muttering to himself while trying to shake the stick off. "You evil stick, you miserable stick, you unworthy stick." "Make way, make way!" A troop of the Sultan's guards trotted past. A little donkey followed behind their horses. Joha hurried to get off the road. "Those guards are nothing but bullies. It's best to have nothing to do with them," Joha grumbled to himself as the guards rode by. "Still, I wish I could have a donkey like that to carry me the rest of the way to Baghdad." The guards reined in their horses. "Did you hear that?" their leader said. "This fellow wishes he had a donkey to carry. Let's make his wish come true." "No, no," cried Joha. "That's not what they said." But the guards were having too much fun to listen to him. They made Joha bend over while they lifted the donkey onto his back. Down the road they went, with Joha following behind, carrying the donkey. Everybody on the road stopped to stare. They had seen a man riding a donkey before, but it's not very often you see a donkey riding a man. The poor animal brayed and kicked. She didn't like being carried any more than Joha liked carrying her. When they arrived at the city gate, the Sultan's guards allowed Joha to put the donkey down and go on his way. Everything I've said so far today has gotten me into trouble. That stick doesn't work right. From now on, I'm not going to say a word to anyone. Joha vowed this as he entered the city. He hadn't gone far when he encountered a procession coming down the main street. It was led by the Sultan himself. "Long life to the Sultan," everyone cried as the procession went by. Everyone except Joha. The guards noticed his silence. "What's the matter with you? Why won't you wish our Sultan a long life?" "I've had terrible luck with my wishes today," said Joha. "I'm afraid that if I wish the Sultan a long life, something dreadful will happen." The Sultan overheard Joha talking. "Don't be afraid," the Sultan said. "If you don't want to wish me a long life, you can wish for something small. How about this tiny wart on the end of my nose? Wish it to go away." "I'd rather not," Joha said. "Perhaps sitting in a dungeon will change your mind," the Sultan said. No, Joha replied. He took a deep breath. He held the stick tight. He closed his eyes and he said, "I wish the wart on the Sultan's nose to go away." See that little wart on the end of his nose? No sooner had he said those words than that tiny wart began to grow. It grew and it grew until it was the size of a grape. Then it split in half and both sides started to grow. It grew and it grew and it kept splitting and growing until it resembled a bunch of grapes growing off of the Sultan's nose. The guards began to shout, "This man has bewitched the Sultan! Seize him! Off with his head!" The guards reached for Joha, but he slipped away and ran. The Sultan's guards chased him through the winding streets. Joha couldn't run much farther on his aching bare feet. Quickly, he turned down an alley. He saw the entrance to a shop beneath an awning. An old man sat in front, reading a book. Joha ran up to him. "Hide me from the Sultan's guards," he pleaded. "In here," the old man said. He lifted the lid of a chest and Joha climbed inside. The old man closed the lid. None too soon. The Sultan's guards swarmed into the alley. "Did you see a fellow go by? He carried a stick and he wasn't wearing any shoes." "I haven't seen anyone like that," the old man said, and the guards moved on. The old man helped Joha out of the chest. "What's this all about?" he asked. Joha described everything that had happened to him from the moment he found the wishing stick in the jar. "All my misfortunes have come from this stick," Joha cried. "What that I never set eyes on it." "A wishing stick?" the old man exclaimed. "Now, that is something rare. May I see it?" Joha held out the stick, which was still stuck to his hand. "No wonder you're having bad luck," the old man said. "The stick is upside down. The notch then belongs up at the top. If the stick is upside down, all of your wishes will be too." "Well, what should I do?" Joha asked. "Turn the stick around and make a wish." Joha turned his wrist so that the notched end of the stick was at the top. I wish this stick would fall from my hand. The stick clattered to the ground. Joha stretched his fingers. He picked up the stick the right way this time and said, I wish I had my old sandals back. Suddenly, his sandals appeared on his feet, as dusty and worn as if he never had taken them off. This wishing stick is a wonderful thing if you know how to use it, said the old man. However, before you make any more wishes, you need to go back to the palace and fix the Sultan's nose. It's the right thing to do. Joha agreed. He thanked the old man and he walked towards the palace. He snuck by the guards and he crept into the throne room. The Sultan was looking in a mirror and clutching his nose. By now, the wart looked like a whole harvest of grapes. You, the Sultan cried when he saw Joha. Look what you've done to me. I've come back to fix it, Joha said. He held the wishing stick with the notched end up this time. And he said, I wish for the wart on the Sultan's nose to be gone. The wart vanished and the Sultan's nose was smooth again. Everyone congratulated Joha. The Sultan was especially pleased. Is that really a wishing stick? May I see it? He asked. Joha handed over his wishing stick. I've always wanted a wishing stick, said Sultan. Now I can add this to my treasures. He gave the wishing stick to one of his servants and said, put this stick in my private chamber. I'll be there shortly. He stroked his beard. What should I wish for? But, cried Jonah, he'd never meant to give the Sultan his wishing stick. I see what you want, the Sultan said. You would like a reward in return. That's fair. What could I give you? How about a donkey? Yes, a donkey. That's what I'll do. He ordered his guards to bring a donkey from his stable, and he gave it to Joha. It turned out to be the same donkey that Joha had carried all the way to Baghdad. Well, donkey, Joha said as he climbed upon the donkey's back, I lost my wishing stick, but I still have you. I carried you once. It's only fair you carry me this time. As they passed through the streets, Joha asked the donkey, Donkey, do you think I should go back and tell the Sultan that he has to hold the stick the right way? Yee-haw, the donkey brayed. I agree, said Joha. He can figure that out for himself. But the Sultan never did. That's the story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it to you. Have a wonderful day.